So this is the story of the Silent Hill movie, as far as I understand it. So we start with Rose screaming Sharon's name because, start as you mean to go on. The movie starts with Sharon sleepwalking to the edge of a cliff. There's a cross in the background because, religion and stuff. Rose's husband, Chris, is played by Sean Bean. Apparently it's obligatory to mention that Sean Bean dies in a lot of movies he's in, but he doesn't in this one. So yeah, done. Chris doesn't want Rose to take Sharon to Silent Hill. Have you actually read the website's Rose? Yes. Have you actually seen the trailers, Rose? No. Well, get this, they actually promise mysteries without answers and secrets without explanation. Why would they promise that, Rose? Oh boy, I sure do love an unsatisfying mystery in my movies. Can't wait to not find out the solution to a bunch of mysteries. It's going to be great. Look, basically just don't go to Silent Hill, okay? Chris, stop trying to make this Silent Hill adventure not happen. I mean, who are you, Konami? How dare you? I just want to get to the bottom of this. I just want to be a normal family again, Chris. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. So Rose kidnaps Sharon. Yep, taking her to Silent Hill, because that's what she often calls out when she's sleeping. Disney World! Disney World! Nice try, sweetie. Here we meet Sybil Bennett, who notices that Sharon is crying and hugging her mother, which is super suspicious. Not because a child crying is suspicious, but I think Sybil's mother never hugged her or something. And Rose, being a responsible mother, manages to crash the car after running over a ghost version of her own daughter. Rose wakes to find Sharon gone, presumably thinking that this dangerous town is probably a safer bet than Rose after that crash. Rose wanders through the town and stumbles upon Dahlia. Only the Dark One opens and closes the door to Silent Hill. We call him the Dark One because it makes him feel important, but really he's just a doorman. Meanwhile, Chris... Rose finds Sybil, who places her under arrest. 2 years ago there was a guy who threw his son down a mineshaft here. I know your type, you're super suspicious. Why would I hurt my own daughter? Oh, very clever. How do I even know she is your daughter? What the hell? Where are the roads? Oh, very clever of you. You made the roads disappear to make it easier to drop your daughter down. That makes no sense. Yes, it does. You must be a terrible mother. I am not. Mummy! Yay, Mummy! Let's hug Mummy! Ah, get the hell away from me. You were saying... Oh, okay, they were monsters. Yeah, they're the monsters. Look like they just wanted to hug you. Then the two women have to defend themselves against a lying figure that spits acid at them. Basically a metaphor for the internet. Rose escapes and goes to Midwick Elementary School. Inside the girls' toilet, she finds Colin and reaches inside his mouth just because the wall told her to. She really shouldn't read a lot of the stuff I've seen in public toilets. Then, with a spectacular visual transition, the foggy world changes into the other world. With that, Colin comes alive. Reach inside my mouth now, triple dare you. No thanks. Colin moves towards Rose, and everything he touches gets dirty, which must really suck for a janitor. This really must be his own personal hell. I guess the barbed wire stuff is a pain too, though. So Rose manages to run away because he's not very fast at all. Then Pyramid Head shows up. Hooray! Take a drink to forget. He goes and Rose heads off with Sybil to a hotel. Meanwhile-ish, Officer Gucci is showing Chris around Silent Hill. What a lovely town. I have history with this place. See that barber shop? My dad used to own it. Now it's run by Pyramid Head. He's a bit over-enthusiastic. Look, I just want to get to the Silent Hill where my wife is. What do I have to do to get there? Well, I mean, running over children seems to work. You could try that. Okay, good idea. Rose and Sybil find Anna and Dahlia at the hotel. Anna's throwing stuff at Dahlia. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Remember that? It'll be important later. Who was that? Dahlia. She lost her daughter too. Sinners deserve to lose their spawn. Corinthians, chapters... it's in there somewhere, I think. Why are you here? Oh, just collecting cans of 30-year-old food. Meanwhile, Chris is still investigating. He comes here for some exposition. Huh, that's a strangely accurate sign. Suddenly, Rose and everyone hear the warning siren and have to start running. And suddenly everyone's running to church, desperate to get into the church as quickly as possible, just like I am every Sunday without fail. Dahlia's outside trying to convince people to not go in and, just hang out with the monsters like she does. But Anna throws stones at her again. Pyramid Head appears and grabs Anna. Pyramid Head then throws her skin at Rose, which is pretty, passive-aggressive. Let he who is without skin cast the first stone. Oh yeah, Pyramid Head's my big brother. He's going to beat you up for bullying me. Inside the church, there's this whole crazy religion. We meet Christabella. Who gave you permission to wear something other than black? Only I can do so. Okay, well, how about we sing a hymn? All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things white and wonderful, burn them all. Chris visits an orphanage where the kids are going to sleep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Not good enough. Now recite it backwards until God hears you. He discovers nothing. Christabella sends Rose down to the basement of the hospital after getting her to memorize the map, which is just like something you didn't have to do in the games. Rose stumbles upon all of the nurses just hanging out in the hallway. Thankfully, they pretty much just kill each other. So Rose distracts what remains of the nurses with a light and heads into the next room, which is a room made of light. Surely that's more tempting than the light on the floor. Congratulations, Rose, you made it. Your reward is the truth. I figured it out. I figured it out. I finally figured it out. Don't worry, Chris, I got this. You can just go. Fine. Yeah, basically flashbacks and stuff happen. Look, I need you to get stabbed, then everything will be fine. I'm not going to get stabbed. Double dare you? Oh, fine. You know me too well. So at the church, Sybil is being lowered onto the fire, and Sybil's last word is, Mother, as the flames hug her body like her mother never did. End of Sybil. I'm here to save Sharon and Sybil. I'm here to save Sharon. Burn the witch. Yes, burn her. That's your answer to everything, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh yeah? What else do you do then? Well, sometimes we stab people. So she does. Okay, I asked for that. But this stab was a magic stab that brought the darkness in. So Alessa rises up in her magic bed of barbed wire and kills pretty much everyone. Thanks for the help, Rose. Can I do anything for you in return? Just make sure that I get home all right. Can do. And make sure that I'm in the right dimension when I'm home. Sorry, what's that? I didn't quite hear that bit. Bye! Rose and Sharon head home, and a lot of people think that they're still trapped in the foggy world in the ending, but that's not the case. See, this is the final shot, and the shot lingers for a really long time, so what actually happens is that Rose and Sharon turn into bushes, and I don't know why, but that's how the movie ends, so yeah. Mysteries without answers, the end.